Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the Wildcat Sports Network. We're here at the Wildcat Center of Johnson & Wales University, Charlotte. Just about under a minute away from tip-off here for women's basketball. They are set to host the Apprentice School. Wildcats come in with a record of 4-3. The Builders come in with a record of 2-8. They are 2-1 in EMAC conference play. This will be the final home game for Johnson & Wales basketball before we head on our holiday Christmas break. And just about 20 seconds away now, we'll turn it on down to public address announcer Christopher Plano with tonight's national anthem and starting lineups.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Johnson & Wales University Wildcat Center as your Wildcats host the Builders from Apprentice School. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and remove your hats as we honor our country and the men and women who serve it with the playing of this evening's national anthem. I am your public address announcer, Chris Plano, welcoming you to the Wildcat Center gym now for the starting lineups for tonight's women's basketball game. First for the visiting Builders of Apprentice School. A 5'9" junior playing forward from San Antonio, Texas, number 3, Anastasia Tunis. A 5'10" junior playing guard from Williamsburg, Virginia, number 4, Aquasia Jones. A 5'7" sophomore playing guard from Suffolk, Virginia, number 5, Alexis Wethington. A 5'5" junior playing guard from El Paso, Texas, number 13, Latrice Washington. And a 5'11" freshman playing forward from Norristown, Pennsylvania, number 1, Jordan Wilson. Apprentice School, head coached by Nicole Jackson. She's assisted by Courtney Collins. All right, Wildcat fans, let's get on your feet and greet your 2018 USCAA defending national champions, your Johnson & Wales Wildcats. A 5'9" junior playing forward from Concord, North Carolina, number 1, Justice Wallace. A 5'4" senior playing guard from Bennettsville, South Carolina, the team captain, number 4, Bianca Covington. A 5'6" sophomore playing guard from Wilmington, North Carolina, number 10, Kiara Lloyd. A 5'9" freshman playing guard from Wilson, North Carolina, number 21, Kayla Kent. And a 6-foot junior playing forward from Charlotte, North Carolina, number 32, Anisha Hankerson. Your Wildcats are coached in his first season by Aaron Paranuk. He's assisted by Malika Connor.
All right, fans, there you have it, tonight's starting lineups. And if you heard, women's basketball now with a new assistant coach, Malika Collins, coming over from women's soccer, so kind of a dual threat there as a coach. Out at the center for the Wildcats in the white uniforms tonight, going left to right on your screen, number 32, Anisha Hankerson. And out there in the circle for the Builders, number 3, Anastasia Tunis. So referees just making sure everyone got their shirts tucked in properly. And here we go. It's Hankerson versus Tunis at the tip. And Wildcats come away with it. Wide open is Kent. Oh, she missed the lay-in. Fight for the rebound, tipped up. Builders come away with it as Tunis has a missed opportunity there for the Wildcats. It was a wide open lay-in for Kent off the tip. And here's a three from Aquasia Jones, no good. Rebound Hankerson. Covington pushes it ahead for the Wildcats, finds Wallace. Wallace drives, the floater, no good. Rebound Jones. Get it across quickly. Latrice Washington, the cross-court pass and the extra feed to Jones. And that's a 8-footer from Tunis, no good. Rebound Kent. Kent pushing the floor, looking to go all the way. Can she do it? No. Rebound Jones. That's two missed lay-ins from Kent. Start off for the Wildcats. If you're just tuning in, Johnson & Wales University Wildcats taking on the Apprentice School. Wildcats in white, the Builders in the maroon. Wildcats open up in man defense. No score yet. In the paint, Tunis gives it up. 5 on the shot clock. On the drive is Wethington. Runs into a brick wall of Hankerson. Didn't get a shot off. And that'll be a shot clock violation. It's a great defensive stand there by the Wildcats. It was Hankerson stepping right in there. Kara Lloyd running point for the Wildcats. Going to hand it off to Covington, the lone senior on the team. Pivots, puts up a shot. That one off the mark, but an offensive rebound from Wallace. In the paint again, just about the same spot from her last shot, no good. Hankerson tries again, no good. Second attempt is good. Wildcats find the board now. 2-0 lead. Great trap defense from Covington and Kent. Ball on the baseline, stumbling with it, and to get called with the travel. Another great defensive stand there by Hankerson. It was one-on-one in the baseline with Wilson, and Hankerson won that battle again. Kent works her way around the high screen from Wallace. Kent the drive, kick out Covington. Kent falls down, gets right back. Covington the drive, loses the handle, goes right to Wallace. Deep in the shot clock, 10 seconds left. Lloyd with the handoff, looking to drive. Gets the finger roll, but no good. Out of bounds. It'll stay with the Wildcats. They're going to reset the shot clock. Be Lloyd on the baseline to inbound for the Wildcats. 2.5 gone in the first quarter here. Lobs it up to Hankerson, draws the triple team, gives it back up in the corner to Lloyd. They're going to feed her down low, good move. Nice contact, able to finish. It's great defense by Wilson, even better shot from Hankerson. Now the Wildcats go out in the 2-3 zone. Deep three there from Washington, no good. Rebound Hankerson. Gets it up ahead to Wallace. Wallace looking to go all the way. A lot of contact. Gets the roll. Justice Wallace finds the box score tonight. Passes on the threes. Wilson, cross-court pass, able to find Jones in the corner. That three's good. And the Builders are now on the board. Lloyd able to get around the trap right as she crossed midcourt. Covington now with it. Off the knee of Lloyd. Good hustle there from Jones. Gets it right back. Pivots and get calls with the travel. The left shoe just a little slide there when she stopped on a dime. Wildcats on the season +7 in turnover margin. They average just about 12 steals a game. Wallace not there. Wallace going to take it herself inside off the glass. No good. Rebound Tunis. Quick outlet ahead to Wethington. Wethington all the way. And she can't finish. Rebound Covington. But good hustle. Gets it right back. And that's a travel. Yep. So we've had missed layups and travel calls. First quarter play. Wildcats will have a couple subs in. Kayla Rogers and Chase Muhammad will check in. They'll replace Kent and Lloyd. The Wildcats ball taking it up the floor now. Muhammad will be running point. We take under 6 minutes left in this first quarter. Muhammad, first touch all the way. Oh, she can't make it, but offensive rebound from Hankerson with the cleanup. That's a three from Jones. That one off the mark. Rebound. Oh, Muhammad had it, lost it out of bounds. Wildcats will get another sub in. Brianna Waltall will check in for Hankerson. And it will be Jones on the sideline to inbound for the Builders. They're down 8-3 in this first quarter of play. While it has been a little sloppy, the play's been pretty clean. No fouls from either team yet as that floater rims off. Fight for the rebound. Able to kick it out to Washington. She can't convert. And there's our first foul. That's the broadcaster's jinx for you. It'll get you every time. That foul will be on Walto, who just checked in for the Wildcats. So fresh 30 here for the Builders. On the baseline is Jones to inbound. Able to find Wilson. Works it back around. Goes all the way herself, runs into a wall. They're going to get the foul called on the Wildcats. Sort of a late whistle, but they're going to call it on Wallace. So that's going to send Jordan Wilson to the line to shoot two. So after I said no fouls on either team, we get two quick ones right there, as Wilson's first shot is good. This is the last home game for any Wildcats basketball before we go on our holiday break. Next home game, we'll be back here on January 10th for men's basketball at 7 p.m. They'll take on Carolina Christian. It's a makeup game from earlier in the season as Rogers pulls the trigger on the three. That one looked good from my angle, but it was short. Rebound, Muhammad puts up a tough one. That one's no good, out of bounds. It will be Apprentice ball. So Wildcats are 4-3 on the season. However, they're 0-2 in conference play. And it's the Builders who are 2-8 but have a better EMAC record, as that's Jones gets the lay-in. Rogers takes the screen from Waltall, looks down low for Wallace. That pass too far in front, and that's a turnover for the Wildcats. Subs come back on. Haven MacArthur along with Kara Lloyd check in. They'll replace Wallace and Covington. Apprentice with 8 players on their roster, so manage the substitutions pretty well this game, I'd say, from Nicole Jackson. Yeah, it could have been a walk again. They didn't call it. Inside as Wilson's turnaround jumper no good. Rebound MacArthur. So we tick under 4 minutes to play. Wildcats still lead 8-6. Lloyd back at point. Hands it off to Rogers. High screen from Waltall. Goes the other way. Draws a lot of contact. Wow, somehow gets that shot to fall. I think she was trying to draw the foul on that one and just put up a wild shot, but nothing too wild about that. It was more spectacular than anything. And that's a three. Can't answer there from Jones. Rebound MacArthur. That's 2 quick rebounds from MacArthur, who just checked in. Muhammad looking to push it all the way. Count it! And they'll say no good, offensive foul. She sort of threw that shoulder in there and drew the charge. It's a good call by the officials. And we're going to get the first timeout from Apprentice, from head coach Nicole Jackson. It'll be a full team timeout. We'll take it with them. All right, back out of the timeout. It'll be the Builders' ball. 3:27 left in the first quarter. Wildcats leading 10-6. Wildcats in the 2-3 zone. Muhammad nearly got a hand on it. And no, she didn't get a hand on it. It was Wethington who got the hand on it. It was off her hand out of bounds. So quick turnover from Apprentice. Wildcats will have it now. Lloyd in there running point. Apprentice going with their own man defense. Rogers able to find some space. Works her way around, top of the key, swings it over. Muhammad pulls the trigger on the three. That one off the mark. Rebound out to Jones. Jones looking to go all the way. The floater off the glass. Count it. And one opportunity coming up for Jones. Lloyd thought she had the charge, but I believe she had her right foot in that restricted area. Called with a blocking foul. So that'll be the third foul on the Wildcats of the quarter. It's going to send Quasia Jones to the free throw line. Kayla Kent will check in for Muhammad. So they're actually going to credit that foul to Muhammad. That's her second foul. Jones unable to convert. Rebound Waltall. Kent pushes it ahead, and the Wildcats turn it over. Wildcats tried to get a sub in real quick. Tried to get Hankerson in, but unable to. Wellington calling out a lot of traffic on the baseline. And it's Washington inside. That pass knocked away, bodies on the floor, and Wildcats have it. And nearly got taken right back by Wilson, but Lloyd able to corral it. A lot of dribbling from Lloyd. And set up the offense now, hands it off to Kent. The extra pass, Rogers, a deep three. That one off the mark, rebound Washington. Deep pass ahead, picked off by Waltall. Wildcats on a 5-on-4. If they can get it ahead, they find MacArthur, moves inside, can't get the roll, but she'll be at the line for 2 shots. So that foul on number 3, Anastasia Tunis. Just their first foul and the first team foul on the Builders. First shot good from MacArthur. Subs will come in. Hankerson and Bianca will check in for Rogers and Waltall. Wallace will sit at the scores table and wait to check in for MacArthur. And she's able to convert. Wallace will check in. Wildcats kind of going with the soft press and nearly get the turnover, but a great catch from Washington on the sideline. She'll pull the three, unable to knock it down. Rebound Kent. It took under 2 minutes to play. Kent looking to go all the way. Dribbled it off the shoe of Washington. Foul on the floor. They're going to get that one on Jones. Kent on the sideline to inbound. Waiting for someone to pop open. They're going to have to throw it up to Lloyd. Lloyd calling out traffic on the baseline. Moves Kent around. There's a great defense there from Washington. Has to find Wallace on the baseline. Hankerson backing down Wilson. Nice spin move off the glass. Can't finish. Still fighting for the rebound. That was a great hustle from Hankerson. Just couldn't come away with it. And Jones the other way finds a wide open Wilson in the corner for three. That one's good. So Apprentice with 1:13 left in the quarter, close it to 1. And bad handoff there. Lloyd able to get it back. Nice feed inside to Hankerson. She'll try again. A lot of contact. Still fighting for it. Wilson comes away with the rebound. Good defense down low by Wilson and Washington for the Builders, able to hold Hankerson in check on the offensive glass. That three way off the mark. Rebound Kent. 45 seconds left in the quarter. Kent looking to push it ahead for the Wildcats. Kent all the way. The floater rolls right off. Rebound Wilson. Wilson, and should just throw that one away. It's not a good pass there by Wilson. Oh. And they're going to say it's Apprentice ball somehow. I'm not sure. And they're going to call a tip. They must have, because there's no foul issue. So a three from Washington. That one no good. Rebound out. Tipped by Lloyd right to Covington. Shot clock turned off. Covington gets fouled on the shot attempt. Covington will have 2 shots coming up. 21.7 seconds left in the quarter. And that's the second foul on Tunis. First shot no good from Covington. Covington shoots 61% from the line this season. So 0 for 2 there. Rebound Wethington. .12 seconds. Wethington with it, looking for help. Wethington takes it herself, dribbles it off the foot of 2 Wildcats. Wallace comes away with it. Got to go quick here. 4 seconds left. Lloyd looking to push it all the way off the glass. Can't get the roll. And that'll do it from the quarter. Great effort from Lloyd, though. So that'll take us to the second quarter. Wildcats leading Apprentice 12 to 11. We'll be back in just about a minute with second quarter action. Don't go anywhere. All right, both teams take the floor now, ready to begin this second quarter. Starting out there for the Builders, number 2, Saber Clegg will replace Tunis. Tunis had that 2 fouls in the first quarter. It's a low-scoring game so far. Wildcats lead 12-11. Coming in this one, we expected it to be a close one. Both these teams, similar opponents with just about similar results. So, community of property of addition, you'd say this will be a close game. It's a great defense by Wallace, able to stick with Jones. On the drive is Washington. Drawing the charge is Covington. Great defensive stand there again by the Wildcats. Wallace, top of the key. Rogers works away through the paint. Kicks it back out to Wallace. Hands it off back to Rogers. Works away all the way around to Covington. Puts up a shot. That one airballed right to Wallace. Didn't touch the rim. Shot clock doesn't reset. Hankerson with it now. Got to get one off here. 5 seconds. Muhammad pulls the trigger. That one off the mark. And rebound out to Wethington. The extra pass. And that one's good. That's Clegg starting the second quarter. Gets her first bucket of the night. And Apprentice with their first lead of the game. Take a 1-point lead, 13-12 now. Inside, Hankerson working on Clegg. Spin move off the glass. And Hankerson will be at the line. 2 shots coming up. Hankerson shooting 64% from the stripe this season. Hankerson averaging 16 points to go along with just about 10 rebounds a game. It's been a big force for the Wildcats these past 2 years. So Hankerson at the line. Second shot, no good. Wildcats leaving a lot of points at the line so far to start this one. Covington missed 2. And Hankerson just missed 2. Wildcats still in the 2-3 zone. That step out from Hankerson gets in the way of the shot from Wilson, and Wildcats push it the other way with Covington. Covington inside, spin move. Looked like Washington got a piece of it, and it'll be Apprentice ball. Swinging over to Wilson. Right in the middle of the paint. They try to feed Clegg down low. Able to keep it alive. Good hustle. Putting up the 3 is Wilson. No good. Rebound Rogers. Rogers going to bring it back out. And they get the steal as Jones able to fling it back to Wethington. Great hustle keeping that one alive on the fast break. And the corner is Washington. That one no good. Rebound Hankerson. And it's the steal right back. It's Jones, swatted out by Hankerson. Wildcats get it right back. And that's a carry from Muhammad. She went to cross over, and that ball went a little too high on that left side. And it's an easy carry call there for the officials. We're going to get a Wildcat timeout from head coach Aaron Paranek. Just a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. Again, this is the last game before Johnson Wales goes on their holiday break. Men's basketball will have 2 away games on the 19th and 21st versus Apprentice and Charleston Southern. And we'll be back on the air at home on January 10th with men's basketball at 7 p.m. versus Carolina Christian. So back out of the timeout, it'll be Builders ball. Jones is going to walk it up the floor. There's about 2.5 gone in the second quarter of play. Apprentice leading this low-scoring affair 13-12. Wide open all the way across court. They look inside. Good steal by Hankerson. Find it ahead. Rogers wide open. The pull-up jumper off the glass. No good. Rebound Clegg. Clegg trying to post up Hankerson down low. The extra pass to Wethington. That one no good. Rebound Rogers. Hankerson in the paint. Extra pass to Wallace. 12-footer. That one's no good. They're going to get the foul on the floor. That'll be on Clegg. That'll be, I believe, her second foul. That's 2 fouls on Clegg and 2 fouls on Tunis. Again, Apprentice coming into this game with only 8 players. Covington a shot. That one's good. Much needed bucket there for the Wildcats. That ends just about a 5-minute scoring drought. In the paint, Wethington loses it. Covington comes away with it. It's a 3-on-2. Covington herself swatted out by Wilson. They'll stay with the Wildcats. Good job by Wilson, able to get back and swat that one out of there. Throw it up to Hankerson. That was a great play. Couldn't finish. Rebound tips out to Jones, left all alone. Hustling back as Rogers gets in the way, and she's able to convert. Wildcats struggling on the offensive side. Muhammad a 3. That one can't get the roll. Rebound Wethington. Able to push it ahead to Clegg and can't get the roll. That's a tight rim tonight. Good job by Muhammad, able to establish her feet in the court of play before she touched that ball. Muhammad all the way, scoop lane, she's fouled. Chase Muhammad will be at the line. 2 shots coming up. That foul on Wethington, just her first. That's the 14th foul on Apprentice. So one more and Wildcats will be in the bonus the remainder of this quarter. Subs will come in. Brittany Jones and Taylor McCaslin seeing their first action here for the Builders. And Tunis will check back in as well. And for the Wildcats, Lloyd and MacArthur check in. They're going to try to get Kent back in, and they will. She'll replace Muhammad. Wildcats staying in their 2-3 zone. Trying to get the trap. Good hands by Covington. Poked it right away, right to Hankerson, and the outlet ahead. It's a 4-on-3 the other way. MacArthur stumbling, puts up a shot, no good. Offensive board from Kent, able to keep it alive before she stepped out of bounds. Covington gets fouled. That will be on the floor, not in the act of shooting. Foul on McCaslin. So they are going to say Covington was in the act of shooting. So 2 shots for Bianca Covington. Missed her first 2 shots earlier in the first quarter. And that's the 5th foul on Apprentice. So Wildcats with 5:06 remaining before half will be shooting free throws the rest of the way. Brianna Waltall checks in for Hankerson. Covington shot no good. Rebound Tunis. On the drive is Wilson. The extra pass, wide open. Jones puts up a 3. That one off the mark. Gets her own rebound. Pulls the trigger. That's a deep 3. It's way off the mark. Fight for the rebound. They're going to put another 3 up. No good again. So 0 for 3 on that offensive possession from the Builders from beyond the arc. Referee's going to halt play for a sec just to get the scoreboard and the shot clock right. So 4:30 left before halftime. Wildcats leading 17-15. Very low scoring game. Both teams left a lot of points at the free throw line. Have been missing a lot of easy layups. Wildcats are in the bonus the rest of the way. Wildcats have yet to draw a foul on themselves, so I would say they'll try to get evened out here a little bit. As you see there, Covington thought she got fouled. Covington trying to chase her down all the way, and there's your first foul on the Wildcats as Waltall got a hand across Wilson as she drove through the lane. That's the second foul on Waltall. Jordan Wilson at the line shooting 2 for Apprentice. That first shot no good. Washington will check back in. She'll replace Jones. Paranek's going to get Wallace in the game. She'll replace Waltall with those 2 fouls. Makes a second. Still a 1-point game. Lloyd with it now for the Wildcats, taking up the floor. MacArthur calling for it down low. Kent the drive. Looking to find someone. Got too far on the baseline. Turns it over. Passing on the 3 is Brittany Jones. The kick out to Wilson. 8 on the shot clock. Wilson drives. Gets the roll. That was a great take from Wilson there. Builders back on top now. 3:21 left before half. That's Kent will try a 3. That's a brick there and a rebound from Washington. Good job stopping ball by both Covington and Lloyd. Ripping it away was Lloyd, and Covington comes away with it. It's a 3-on-1. Wallace, the easy lay-in. Oh, she missed, man. Can't finish was MacArthur. Covington knifing right in to grab that rebound. That was 2 missed opportunities there for the Wildcats. And with that foul, they'll be at the line since they're in the bonus, so Covington will be shooting free throws. That first shot is good from Covington. That ties it at 18. Hankerson will check in for MacArthur. And Coach Jackson's going to match that with subbing Clegg back in, along with Wethington. Wilson and Tunis will head off. Covington at the line, makes her second shot there. Regains the lead for the Wildcats. Ball tipped, and it goes right to Lloyd. Wildcats staying aggressive. Lloyd brings it back out. It's a great defensive by McCaslin. Down the baseline, Hankerson with it. Creates some space in front of Clegg. Puts it on the floor, moves inside. Draws a lot of contact, can't get the roll. Rebound Wethington. Builders going right back the other way. Wildcats able to get back. And lost it, able to get it back was Washington. Good heads-up play. Deep in the shot clock already as we tick under 2 minutes. Quick pass inside the Clegg, spins. Looked like Hankerson got a piece of it again as Kent comes away with it. Kent brings it back out. Numbers not there for the Wildcats. Resets with Lloyd. Wallace trying to work around the screen inside to break free on that baseline. Kent takes it herself off the glass, no good. Clay grabs another board. Pull up three from Washington in rhythm. Apprentice back on top. And getting a hand on it was Washington. It'll stay with the Wildcats on this end of the floor. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Rogers checks in for Lloyd for the Wildcats. Jones and Wilson back in for Apprentice. Rogers on the baseline to inbound. And an offensive foul down low on Hankerson on that inbound play. So Apprentice will have it now. 1:05 left before half. It's just the first foul on Hankerson. They look inside to Wilson, the extra pass. Washington left all alone again from three. That one no good. Rebound Hankerson. 40 seconds left. Covington with it now. Pull-up jumper, no good. Looks for her own rebound. Throws it right back to her. They can reset. Kent pulls the trigger on a three. That one no good. Wildcat stone cold from beyond the arc. And it's the outlet ahead to Wethington. Gets by Kent. So Wildcats now will likely hold for the last shot before half. 20 seconds left, down 23-19. Ball in the hands of Rogers. Hankerson down low, guarded by Wilson. They can go with that. Ooh, nice move from Rogers. She can't finish. And the foul on Hankerson. That's two quick fouls on Hankerson to close this half. Still 3.9 seconds left. So Waltall will check in for Hankerson. So, as it's been the theme from the very start of this one, Wildcats missing a lot of wide open lay-in. Getting a hand on it was Kent, and that'll take us to halftime. Both teams, a lot of points left on the court tonight so far. We'll be back here in 14 minutes. Expect a good second half. We'll be back. Don't go anywhere. I thought. All right, first half stats from both teams. Leading the way for the Wildcats is Anisha Hankerson with 6 points, Bianca Covington with 5 points, and Justice Wallace, Haven MacArthur, Kayla Rogers, and Chase Muhammad 2 points each. Jordan Wilson with 5 points for the Builders, and leading the team is Aquasia Jones with 9. Saber Clegg with 2, Alexis Washington with 2, and Latrice Washington with 3. Wildcats shooting putrid 14.6% from the field in the first half. That's not good. Joseph and I are looking at each other like, man, that's a low number right there. But they're only down by 4, so it doesn't mean much. And shooting just 58% from the line. Builders, numbers not much better, just 28% from the field, 20% beyond the arc, and 40% from the free throw line. Wildcats have yet to make a 3. They've attempted 7. So get ready to start this third quarter action here. Original starters out there for both teams. Wildcats rolling with Lloyd, Wallace, Kent, Hankerson, and Covington. Hankerson, at the end of that second quarter, picked up 2 quick fouls with about 15 seconds left. So she's out there now. Great defense on the inbound by Jones. So Wildcats down 23-19. Expect this one to be a good finish. Very low-scoring game. A lot of great defense. If you like an ugly game, this is all for you. And it's Wallace gets the lay-in. So first points of the half go to Wallace. Cuts the lead to 2. Ball up top, going for the steal is Covington. Got to get back. Wildcats in the 2-3 zone, and it's an interception from Wallace. Wildcats don't have numbers. Another great job by the Builders getting back on D. And, could have been a walk by Wilson. They have it now. Running point, Wethington swings it over to Wilson. The extra pass inside, off the foot. Wildcats come away with it. Pushing it ahead is Covington. Covington knifes her way through the defense, gets it blocked by Wilson. They're going to call the jump ball, and it will be possession arrow to Apprentice. So we're seeing some great one-on-one defense in this game. Out on the perimeter and down low. Not many fouls called. Everybody moving their feet, getting a hand on the ball cleanly. It's been great defense all around from both teams. That's why the score is only 23-21. That's a 3 from Wethington. Long rebound out to Washington. Covington falls down, and running into Hankerson was Washington. Fell right back. Somehow kept her dribble, and the floater gets every bit of the roll there. Lloyd pushes it ahead for the Wildcats. Nice feed inside to Hankerson. Hesitates. Finish. And one opportunity coming up for Hankerson. It's a great job letting the defense go over top and drawing the foul. And she's able to convert. That foul on Wilson, just her first foul. Hankerson, she gets the friendly ball. So if you're just tuning back in here, we're in the third quarter. Wildcats only down by 1, 25-24 to Apprentice right now. Had a bucket from Wallace and Hankerson to open it up. Wildcats in their 2-3 zone still. Washington from the top of the key. That 3 off the mark. Rebound Kent. Lloyd looking to push it ahead, hands it off to Covington, brings it back out. Hankerson calling for it down low again. She's double teamed. Covington able to tried to hand it off. Lloyd didn't go right to her, and Washington comes away with the steal. Nice move inside the spin, can't finish. And Wethington another offensive rebound. And they reset with Jones. The extra pass wide open for three is Tunis. She'll take it. Not a big three-point shooter there. That one off the mark, but another offensive board from Jones. And that three off the mark. And another offensive board. Coach Paranek doesn't like that. He's going to get subs right off the bench. That 4 subs coming in. Wildcats looking a little tired to start this third quarter. 10 on the shot clock. Ball in the hands of Wilson. They swing it over. Washington pulls the trigger on the three. Off the right side, rebound Hankerson. Lloyd all the way, head of steam, count it! And one opportunity coming up for Lloyd. Like a freight train just running right through the paint. Able to control it enough to get the lay-in. Wildcats take the lead. If she makes the free throw, they have a chance to go up by 2. Subs will check in. Rogers and MacArthur will come on for Kent and Wallace. Muhammad will wait for Lloyd to attempt the free throw. And she able to convert. Muhammad will check in for Lloyd. Wildcats able to regain the lead now. Able to split the defenders and then turn it over was Jones. That high pass just over the head of McCowson. Rogers brings it up the floor for the Wildcats. She's out there with Covington, MacArthur, Hankerson, and Muhammad. Muhammad pops open in the corner, passes on the three, drives inside, loses the handle. Washington, another steal. Washington passes on the three herself, goes down low, give and go right. The free throw line, able to convert. And we're tied 27 all. Pass inside to MacArthur, out to Rogers in the corner for three. That one all rims out, but Hankerson, the offensive board, able to clean it up. And it's Hankerson with the steal. Outlet to Muhammad ahead, and poked it away from behind was Jones. So, again, Apprentice able to hustle back on defense and not allow the fast break. Both teams have done an excellent job here tonight of that. It'll be Muhammad on the sideline to inbound. Throws it into Covington. We take under 5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Wildcats up by 2 in this low-scoring game. Ball in the corner with MacArthur. The drive, the kick out to Rogers. Gives it up. Covington takes it herself. Looks for MacArthur. I don't think MacArthur was expecting that pass. And it's Jones all the way. The Euro step can't finish. Rebound Muhammad. And now it's the Wildcats that can go right back the other way. In rhythm, that three. Can't knock it down. Rebound Jones. Wildcats, again, struggling to get the 50-50 balls there as Washington able to get it back to Jones. Let some more time tick off on the shot clock. 10 left. Ball in the hands of Brittany Jones. Swing it over. Washington was left all alone, but great defense again by MacArthur. Able to reach out there, and they cause the shot clock violation. Kira Lloyd and Brianna Waltall check in for Hankerson and Covington. Wilson and McCaslin will check in for Brittany Jones and Aquasia Jones. Coach Perinack trying to call out some hustle from his team. That's a three from Waltall. You don't see that, but that one's good. I think that's the first three I've seen at home from Brianna Waltall. And what a shot that was. Puts the Wildcats up by 5, their biggest lead of the game for some time. And trying to force the turnover was Rogers. And that ball out of bounds. It'll stay with Apprentice. Wildcats all of a sudden feeling themselves right now. It's great momentum from Waltall coming off the bench, able to knock down that three. So they'll have 15 on the shot clock. On the last possession, they weren't able to get a shot off. We'll see if they're more aware of it here. Ball in the hands of Washington. Muhammad came for the steal. Washington, a lot of dribbling. The floater can't get the roll. Rebound MacArthur. And Washington, excellent effort diving on the floor to get that ball, and they're going to get the jump ball, and it'll be Wildcats' possession. Man, there's some good hustle plays out here. If you're both coaches, Coach Perinack and Coach Jackson, you got to be pleased with your players' effort here tonight. I mean, people are laying out for passes, getting hands up, hustling, moving their feet. Again, it's basically another clean quarter here, just 2 fouls on Apprentice, no fouls on the Wildcats. Rogers moves around the screen for 3. That one no good. Rebound, Wethington. Wethington all alone by herself, takes it all, and she'll draw the foul on Rogers. So Wethington, 4-on-1, 3-on-1, or 2-on-1. She didn't care then. She was going to go all the way. She was determined, and she gets rewarded with 2 shots. And again, the broadcaster's jinx doesn't fail, as that's the first foul on the Wildcats. So I think I'm 2 for 2 tonight on the broadcaster's jinx, as Wethington able to convert that. Wallace and Hankerson will check in for MacArthur and Waltall. It was Waltall that got that deep 3. Give the Wildcats a spark and put them up by 5. We'll see if Wethington can close the gap to 3, and she does. Lloyd calling out a play. Apprentice in the 2-3 zone right now. Throw it across to Rogers. Hankerson calling for it right on the elbow. They swing it over. Popping open was Muhammad for 3. In and out. Threes just aren't dropping tonight for the Wildcats. Wallace, it was Wilson, nearly got that roll but couldn't finish. Rebound Muhammad. Hankerson trying to gain position deep inside already. Swing it across to Rogers. Good job by McCaslin not letting that lane open up. Muhammad will try again. This time she won't be denied. Nice looking stroke there from Muhammad. Wildcats up by 6 now, 35-29, under 2 minutes left in the third quarter. They look inside, and it's Hankerson with the steal. Washington turns it over. Washington, a fairly clean game here tonight. A lot of steals, not many turnovers, but that was one there. And Rogers, they're feeling themselves out here. Back-to-back threes for the Wildcats. Coach Perinack is loving it. We're going to get an Apprentice timeout, full team timeout. We'll take it with them. Wildcats leading 38-29. Back out of the timeout. It'll be Apprentice ball. Wildcats starting to find their rhythm from beyond the arc. Waltall has a three. Muhammad knocks down a three. Rogers knocks down a three. After shooting 0% in the first half, Wildcats starting to get a little hot from deep. They extend their lead to 9 now, largest at any point in this game. Great defense by Hankerson, just couldn't get the offensive board, and that's Wilson able to convert. So under a minute to play in the third. Wildcats with it. Good job by Washington fighting through that Muhammad screen. Muhammad, the same spot, same result. Chase Muhammad for three. Wildcats up by 10 now. And nearly a turnover. Good catch by Jones. Trying to get away from some traffic, draws Hankerson out. And that's a three from Wilson. Unable to answer, rebound Rogers. And off her foot, out of bounds. 21.7 seconds remain on the clock. It'll be Apprentice ball. Bianca Covington will check in for the Wildcats along with Haven MacArthur. They'll replace Muhammad and Rogers. So the Builders will have the chance to hold for the last shot in the quarter. Jones on the baseline to inbound. They find Washington, give it right back to her. Washington, nice step in, but airballs the shot, but the offensive board from Tunis. And now it's Wilson tries a three. That one's good. So both teams starting to find their rhythm here from three. 5 seconds left. We'll see if Lloyd, as she did at the end of the first quarter, can go all the way. And she's not aware of the clock. And that will do it. We'll see you in about a minute in the fourth quarter. Wildcats leading 41-34. All right, it'll be Apprentice ball to start this fourth quarter. 10 minutes left. Wildcats up 41-34, and they get the quick turnover. So Wildcats shooting out of their minds in that third quarter from deep. And officials aren't going to run and get that ball. Ain't nobody got time for that. I believe that's what the official was thinking in his head. The other official went over to talk to the player that shot that three. You know, just wasting time here. Come on now. So Wildcats with it. Lloyd running point. Wallace, Muhammad, Hankerson, and Covington out on the floor right now. Muhammad has 2 threes in that third quarter. Ball in her hands now. Finds Wallace. The kick out. Covington trying to get around Washington. The extra pass. Wallace on the drive. Off the glass. Gets the roll. Coach Paranak is loving it from his players. Wildcats remain in their 2-3 zone. It's worked well so far in this game. And that's a three from Wilson. And that one off the top of the backboard, fight for the rebound. Great snatch there by Lloyd. Able to take it right away and finds Wallace up ahead and fouled by Wilson. Wallace will be at the line, 2 shots. Again, this will be the final home game of 2018 for Wildcat basketball. We'll see you in 2019 on January 10th for men's basketball at 7 p.m. versus Carolina Christian. So Wallace at the line, second shot. And able to convert. So puts the Wildcats back up by 10. Wallace, a lot of hands got on that ball there, and they're going to get the foul down low. And they're going to call that on Hankerson. That's her 3rd foul. They're going to call Hankerson for going over the back of the Apprentice player. Wilson, the quick trigger. That one no good. Rebound somehow finds Jones. Swatted out by Hankerson. Great play. Covington looking to push it ahead, create some space, picks up her dribble. It's going to reset with Lloyd. Lloyd knifes her defense, and she's going to get called with a travel. Washington has had an excellent game for the Builders. Finds Wilson, drives baseline, loses it out of bounds. It's great help defense on the baseline by Hankerson. Wallace bent over, looks to be shaken up a bit. Might have got poked in the eye or something. Or maybe got hit in the chin or the nose. Just wiping off with her jersey. Kayla Rogers just checked in for Covington. So 2 minutes gone into this 4th quarter. Wildcats with a 10-point lead. Nice pass inside to Rogers. Couldn't handle it cleanly. Brings it back out. Trying to feed Hankerson down low. Wallace will drive again. The floater can't get the roll. Rebound tipped up. And that'll be, I believe, the 4th foul on Hankerson. Yep. So expect to see either MacArthur or Waltall, and they're going to get MacArthur to check in for Hankerson. So Wildcats going with their smallest lineup of the night. Chose to bring in MacArthur instead of Waltall to replace Hankerson. So it's now Wallace playing that center position down low in the 2-3 zone. Deep three there, that one in and out. Rebound MacArthur. Lloyd looking to push it ahead all the way. Lloyd able to convert. Wilson the drive. Good job tucking that ball down, not letting it get swatted out of there, and she's able to get the roll off the glass. That was a great take there by Jordan Wilson. Handoff not there, gets tipped away. Fighting for it is Wilson. It goes out of bounds. They'll stay with the Wildcats. So Wilson had the great drive on one end and a great defensive play on the other. Number 22, Jemiah Montesaw will check in for the Wildcats. He'll replace Wallace. Montesaw seeing her first action here tonight on the inbound, finds Rogers. 12 on the shot clock, ball in the hands of Rogers out on the perimeter, works her way around. High screen from Montesaw, still looking for help, finds Muhammad. 3 on the shot clock, got to get something up. Muhammad tries to put one up, and they're going to call Muhammad with the travel. So that was a great defensive stand there from the Builders. Brianna Waltall will be at the scores table set to check in for the Wildcats. When they took Wallace off with Montesaw, Wildcats lineup got even smaller. by much, but definitely not a tall presence down low, and that's a 3 from Tunis is good. And count it. There was a foul down low on the Wildcats. Excuse me, Builders are going to call that foul on Jones. Waltall will check in for MacArthur. That's just the first foul on Jones. So Builders now going with the press, able to get it into Muhammad. Muhammad gets it across. Rogers trying to get away from Washington, sticking right with her like a shadow. Muhammad's pull-up jumper no good. Rebound off the foot of Montisol out of bounds. And Bianca Covington will check in for the Wildcats. She'll replace Rogers. And that's a 3 from Tunis. Same spot, different result. Going to get the foul, pushing the back on Wilson. That's the 13th foul on the Builders, and that's the 13th foul on Wilson. Kayla Kent's going to check in for Covington, who just checked in. Montisol looking to inbound, finds Muhammad. We take under 6 minutes left in this one. Wildcats leading 46-39. Biggest lead of this game for the Wildcats has been 11. Muhammad pauses at the free throw line, looking for a shot. Can't get the roll. Rebound Tunis. Wildcats, good job getting back on defense. Muhammad poked that one away from Jones. Flashing in the middle, stopping at the free throw line, running into traffic there. They'll get that foul on Montisol. And Wilson will be at the line to shoot 2. So that's the 13th foul on the Wildcats. Both teams 3 apiece. Jordan Wilson at the line for the Builders, 2 shots. Can't make the first. Wallace will check back in for Montisol. That second shot is good. So Wallace will be the inbounder, able to find Kent, and they're going to get the foul on Wilson with the shove on Lloyd. So that puts the Wildcats now just one Apprentice foul away from shooting bonus the rest of the way. They're actually going to call that one on Jones. So that's Jones' 4th foul. So she'll head out for McCaslin. Wallace will try again on the inbound. Muhammad pops free. Muhammad does a great job of moving without the ball. She's always finding a way to get open. The handoff to Lloyd, turns the corner, works inside. The extra pass to Waltall, the short jumper off the mark. Rebound Washington. Still just a 2-possession game, 46-40, still a Wildcats lead. Already down to 15 on the shot clock. In the corner's Tunis. Swings it back up. Washington passes on the 3, and she'll try that time. In and out. There's a tight rim on this side of the court. That shot from McCaslin no good, and the foul called. We'll send Apprentice to the line. It will be Anastasia Tunis shooting 2. That foul on Wallace, her 2nd. Puts both teams at 4 fouls apiece. Hankerson with the 4 fouls is going to check in. She'll replace Waltall. Hankerson with 4 fouls. Again, just came on for Waltall. And grabbing that board was Hankerson. Trying to look for an outlet there, finds Muhammad. Muhammad on the take, fakes the pass, able to get the lay-in. Muhammad with the sort of Rondo-esque move, faking the pass and then going right up for the layup. Ball in the corner with Wilson. Picks up her dribble. Ooh, it should have been a travel. Washington, the lay-in, swatted out from behind. You know, I thought that could have been a foul too, running to the back of Washington. So essentially 2 missed calls there in both teams by the officials. It'll stay with Apprentice, 12 on the shot clock. Covington will check in for Kent. And Jones will come back in with those 4 fouls for Apprentice. She's on the baseline to inbound. 4:13 left in this one. Wildcats leading 48-40. They'll throw it up. And that shot, able to knock it down, was Tunis for 3. That's her second 3 of the quarter. That's a big shot. Cuts the lead to 5. Muhammad faked the 3, handed it off to Covington. Guarded out by Washington. Covington tries to get past her, the pull-up jumper, in and out, but Hankerson there with the board. Draws a lot of contact, able to finish. Wethington. Oh, who are they going to call that one on? They're going to get it on Hankerson. So that's Hankerson's 5th. She is fouled out. That could have went either on Wallace or Hankerson. I think I would have given that foul to Wallace, but they call it on Hankerson, so she is out of the game, and that puts Apprentice in the bonus for the remainder of this game. 3:34 still left. Right now it's Wethington at the line, 2 shots. That first shot is good. Big free throws there from Wethington. Quickly inbound to Muhammad. Washington fell down awkwardly. Washington is hurt bad. Oof. That was an official timeout. And that looks like a bad injury to her right leg for Washington. No contact. Just fell down on that knee. Wildcats not pleased with that because they would have had the open lay-in. But the official called the timeout as soon as he saw Washington go down. So we'll step away with the injury timeout. So Washington, with the help of her teammates and the trainer, able to get off the court. She's in terrible pain over there on the bench. Injured that left knee. I'm no doctor, but it's probably an ACL injury. So we'll resume play. Wildcats with it. They'll have the inbound. 23 seconds on the shot clock. 3:27 left in this one. They lead 50-45. So McCassell will check in to replace Washington. Washington has such a great game today. You hate to see that. Under 10 on the shot clock. Ball in the hands of Muhammad. We'll see some late heroics here. Rogers got to get one off. Puts it up. Nearly gets it to fall. And offensive board from Covington. Puts up a wild shot. Can't finish. Rebound Wellington. Jones nearly out of control. Pestering defense from Covington. Able to get the pass to Wilson on the baseline. Nice drive in the finish. And it's a three-point game. After the Wildcats had an 11-point lead, it has dwindled down all the way to 3. Coach Paranek's going to get Waltall and Kent in the game. They'll replace Covington and Rogers. Top of your screen, Lloyd looking for someone to inbound to, finds Kent. Muhammad, deep three. That one's short. Rebound, fighting for it. McCassell comes away with it. Trying to push it ahead. Wellington gets right by but can't finish. And able to get it back. Nice feed inside. McCassell can't finish. 2-footer, no good. No reset. Jones, a deep three. Oh, nearly went in, but the offensive rebound from Tunis. She can't finish at the rim. And the foul call. Wow, the roll. So a three-point opportunity coming up for the Builders. They'll have a chance to tie with 1:59 left. What a nail-biter this is going to be. Tunis at the line. One shot. Not able to convert. Rebound out. Kent gathers it. So Wildcats still with the lead. Struggled to find baskets here. Nearing the close of this fourth quarter. Got to find something offensively to close out the Builders. And if you're Apprentice, keep playing some good defense, and on the offensive board, keep attacking the rim. Hankerson's out, and they get back. Wilson, great job by Muhammad getting back, but she drew the foul. It'll be Wilson at the line again with a chance to tie or take the lead. That foul on Muhammad, her third foul. Apprentice already been in the bonus. Wildcats will be one foul away from shooting the rest of the time. Covington will check in for Kent. So that foul now, it's official that Apprentice will be in the double bonus. So guaranteed 2 shots every time the Wildcats foul them. Wilson at the line. Second shot. No good, but the offensive board, and it's swiped out of bounds. It'll stay with Apprentice. That could have been a foul easily on Wallace. Swiping across the hand of Jones on that shot attempt. The inbound to Wilson. He's had a hot 2 minutes here. Draws contact again. So Wilson, third time could be the charm here. She had a chance with the and one opportunity to tie. She had 2 free throws to either tie or take the lead, missed both of those, but she'll have a third opportunity to redeem herself. 1:28 left. Wilson at the line again. Knocks down the first one. For the Wildcats, got a rebound. fundamentals, boxing out. That second shot, no good. 2 Wildcats there for the rebound. Covington looking for help, will take it herself, and they're going to draw the foul on Wilson. She can't believe it. And that's the 5th foul. Wildcats will be shooting. So the senior, Bianca Covington, will be at the line shooting a 1-and-1. Covington, 61% free throw shooter at the line. It's 2 shots, not 1-and-1. So she makes that one. Wildcats up by 1. Misses the second. So just a 1-point lead. Wilson gets it ahead to Jones. Hustling back is Covington. Sticks right with her. They find Wethington. Tunis, the extra pass to Castle, and no good. Rebound Covington. And wow, that's a soft tie-up call. Oh, man. I mean, came right over, put 2 hands on it for like half a second, and they called the jump ball. But no harm, no foul. It's a Wildcats possession. We're going to get an Apprentice timeout real quick. It's 30-second timeout. So we'll keep it here. It's been a good one so far. 1:10 still left in this one. You know, I'm feeling a little overtime. I wouldn't mind seeing this game go a little bit longer. The Wildcats currently lead 51-50. Again, we'll be back on the air January 10th in the new year with men's basketball as they take on Carolina Christian at 7 p.m. Again, this is the last game before we head on our holiday break at Johnson & Wales. We wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. So Wallace out of the timeout, will be on the baseline to inbound. She'll have Muhammad and Lloyd out there. Finds Muhammad quickly. Wilson's going to stay. She's going to drop off and stick with Wallace. Wildcats need a shot here. Oh, man, flashed open down low is Kent. And another jump ball called midair during the shot, so it'll be Apprentice ball now. 56.7 seconds left. Coach Paranak's going to get some subs in. MacArthur and Covington check back in for Kent and Rogers. Both teams in the bonus. So any foul called, both teams will be shooting. Hankerson for the Wildcats. Their force down low is fouled out of the game. She fouled out about 3 minutes ago. Pass across. Tunis finds Jones wide open for 3. Way off the mark. Rebound Lloyd. And could have been a blocking foul call, but they're going to say Jones got her hand on the ball first, tipped it away, so Wildcats will inbound it right in front of the scorer's table. Rogers and Kent check back in for the offensive possession. 37.6 seconds remain. They'll have a 1-point lead. And we are going to get a Wildcat timeout before we go anywhere. Just a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them. So quickly out of that timeout, Lloyd on that sideline right in front of the scorer's table on the top of your screen to inbound for the Wildcats. Quickly finds Kent, wide open, all the way, converts! Still a one-possession game. Wildcats lead by 3. 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Wildcats really no reason to foul. Just have a great defensive possession here. And, they get the foul. No, they get the timeout. So, that could have been close as Lloyd would have been called with that blocking foul. So Apprentice timeout. They have 2 timeouts remaining. Wildcats with 3 timeouts remaining, so no issues there on timeouts left. So Apprentice, you got to think in this timeout, you're setting up your offensive play, and then you're going to talk about what you're going to do in the press. As soon as either you make the shot or can't get the rebound, what you're going to do. And Wildcats, they just got to make their free throws. If they can't defend here and they give up a shot, you got to go quick. You have a good offensive possession. I'm sure Paranak is talking over what to do in that situation. Wildcats are a well-coached team. They prepare for just about every scenario during practice. You see it every day. And we're going to get a Wildcat timeout. We'll talk some more. As I said, both teams, it's a chess game. You know, you see how they're going to line up as soon as they take the floor, and then you call a timeout, and you go back to the drawing board and discuss what you're going to do. And if you're Apprentice, if you don't make a shot, you got to quickly foul. And tonight, really, you could foul anybody on the Wildcats. Haven't shot well from the free throw line as a team. So Apprentice will have 18 on the shot clock. Wethington to inbound. They find Jones. Wildcats in the man defense. A 3 from Jones, way off the mark. Swatted out by Lloyd. Time ticking away. Wildcats falling on top of each other. Covington, they're going to get the timeout. That is some hustle play there, and we got another injured player down. It's Wallace for the Wildcats. Coaches and players go over to check on her. And she's able to get up on her own. I think she took a hard hit when she ran into her own player. I believe it was Lloyd diving for that ball. But good hustle play from Covington and great awareness from the coach to call that timeout with possession. Still 8.6 seconds remain. Wildcats only with a 1-possession lead, 53-50. And it's a full team timeout from the Wildcats. We'll take the full team timeout with them. So back at a timeout, it's Wildcats ball right now. They'll have to inbound it. 8.6 seconds left. They're up by 3, 53-50. Apprentice has to foul as soon as they inbound this. Able to find Rogers, and they get the foul. Just about 2 seconds went off the clock. It'll be Rogers at the free throw line shooting. Rogers, a 43% free throw shooter on the season. That foul on Wilson, that's her 5th, so she'll be done for the game. Brittany Jones will check in for her. MacArthur checks in for Kent. Covington will await these free throws from Rogers, so check in for the shooter. Rogers at the line, big free throws here. Knocks down the first. It's now a 2-possession game. And she converts both. Huge free throws for the Wildcats there. And we're going to burn the last timeout here from Coach Jackson. Her team down by 5, 6.7 seconds remain. So if you're the Builders, you got to go quick. Quick is key. You got to go down, get a 2 or 3. Probably want a 3 more than a 2, but you immediately got to foul in the inbound. And then hope the Wildcats miss. All right, here we go. So it'll be Brittany Jones, top of your screen, right in front of her own bench to inbound. 6 seconds left. 2-possession game, Wildcats lead. Trying to break free is Jones. Got to inbound it. Oh, man, they get the 5-second violation. Great defense from the Wildcats. So Wallace now to inbound. And she's looking for help, and she finds Lloyd. And they're not going to foul. This clock will run out, and the Wildcats will get their first EMAC conference win of the season. They win 55-50. This has been your voice of the Wildcats, Kelly Turner, and producer Joseph Worley. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. We wish everyone a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. We'll see you on the other side in 2019 on January 10th for men's basketball at 7 p.m. as they take on Carolina Christian. Everyone have a great night.